Good morning, everyone. Dr. Vicky here, speaking to you from the Seeds, a Transformation Healing Center. What am I doing here? Well, I'm showing you the peonies. Those are peonies in the back. You can see the little buds coming up. I just wanted to point those out because like 2 weeks ago, they were barely coming out of the ground. And this is the oak leaf hydrangea. That is spectacular. It's just starting to leaf out. I just wanted to share that with you. And there, of course, is the beautiful white lilacs on this side of the house. And over here, the white lilacs are finally starting to fade. It has been a glorious white lilac spring. So today is the 22nd of May. A shout out, happy birthday to my mother-in-law, who is watching this from heaven, I imagine. My mother-in-law Helen, today is her birthday, celebration of her birthday, and we lost Helen in 2015, and we miss her every day. She's a wonderful, wonderful, lovely person and a fantastic mother-in-law, honestly. So to you, Helen, happy birthday in heaven. We celebrate your life. And one of the greatest gifts for me was, of course, Michael. So thank you for that. Anyway, what's going on today? Well, the moon is in Scorpio. And of course, as we know, the Scorpio moon is a very sort of deep feeling. And we are willing to get down to the bottom of things with the Scorpio moon. And we get a lot of help today with that, because today we have a trine between the sun in Gemini and Pluto in Aquarius. As things move into Gemini, first the sun, then Mercury, then Venus will move into Gemini, then Jupiter will move into Gemini, and eventually Mercury will move into Gemini. And when that happens, we have a trine to Pluto. And so today is the first of the trines. And trines are flowing energy. And of course, Pluto is the energy, again, of getting down to the bottom line. Trines are flowing energy. And Pluto is a planet of transformation. So things are changing. Big things are changing. Big sort of waves of change coming through. And we certainly have seen that just from the news. Of course, we have the Trump trial here in America, but what's going on in Iran with the death of the president and a number of his people that he works with. And then, of course, the ICC wanting to do warrants for both the Hamas leaders and the Israeli leaders, which is big. Now, whether or not, I'm sure the United States, unfortunately, is going to fight that, because that's, they wanted what's his name to get one, right? The ICC. Everybody was excited when they did it to Putin, but now that they're doing it to the leaders of Israel, they're not so thrilled. But whether or not the government is thrilled or not, right, justice will eventually be done, and we need to sort of look at it from that perspective. So the people speak. International, Aquarius is international, so we can see the shifting tides, as it were. Now, this week is a pretty potent week with a lot of activity with Pluto and Venus and Jupiter, actually, and all the aspects really are opportunistic or flowing, and so this is a real opportunity to do things in a different way. The stars support change, and change that we've been waiting for, really. All right, so we have, so that's what's going on today. It's a lovely morning here. I was looking out my window from upstairs and admiring, of course, the wisteria here but I don't know if you can see, there's wisteria at the bottom here, and there's also wisteria all the way up there. It's a little harder to see. And then also we have some flowers growing over here in this part of the garden. So, you know, the wisteria kind of took over our yard, and it's kind of a pain in the neck, especially when you're walking through the grass. But it is beautiful when the flowers come out, and there's some more. There we go. And I know you guys enjoy it and love it as much as I do, so I'll just share it with you every day until it's not there anymore. And then we have to wait till next year. But lovely, lovely. All right, well, that's what's going on today. So how does this affect you as if you're not like the leader of a nation, as it were? It brings a lot of flow. It brings a lot of opportunity for transformation. Change is easy at this time. Our minds are very focused with this energy is very sort of focusing. And so this is a great week actually to make the changes that you've been wanting to make, to allow yourself to be more integrated perhaps, and you know, finally getting around to it, right? There, you know, a lot of times we want to do things and we do but there's like always things are getting in the way, and we don't feel like we can get it accomplished. You start something and then something sort of gets in your way, and you have to struggle through it in order to get to the other side. It's not like that this week. It's really kind of almost like a grace period, but utilize it while you have it, because grace periods don't always last forever. And let's sit under the heavenly bough of this dogwood and enjoy all this great energy this week. All right, everyone, have yourself a great day, and I will see you again in the morning. The astrology of the rest of May is up. It is kind of long. There is a timestamp on it, but I get more specific about what's happening this week and next week, and big changes coming. And then June, of course, is a whole nother story, but we'll get to that when we get to that. Woo! It smells fantastic up here. We have the dogwood doesn't really smell, but we have this here. This is Russian olive, and it's actually very invasive. In fact, all of those white kind of things, those bushes that have all the little white flowers on it, that's Russian olive. And so it's very invasive, but I'm telling you, it smells fabulous. So we wait till it blooms, and then we cut it back a little bit, because we don't want the tree to suffer from the olive being below it. All right, guys. Anything else? Yes, I'm going to be doing a new class series for the sort of beginner / intermediate student of astrology. We're going to be doing a transit course. We're going to be looking at transits and how you work with transits and kind of what transits mean to your chart. That's going to be starting Monday, the 27th. It's a 6-week course held on consecutive Mondays. So if you're interested in that, I will link it below. If you'd like to join us, really as far as what you need to know for yourself in order to get the most out of this class is you'd have to know the signs, the houses, and the planets mostly, if you have a working knowledge of that. Aspects are a little bit more, we're not, well, you have to know some aspects too, but you don't have to be an expert by any means to get something out of this class. So if that's something that would be if that would interest you, yes, I'll put the link below. And I am also going to be starting another introduction to the Kabbalah and the Tree of Life. If anyone is interested in that, you can email me. I'm looking at what day I want to do that. Most classes I do are from 7 to 9 Eastern, and they run 6 weeks, and they all get recorded. So even if you can't make all the classes, you will get all the classes. All right, guys, have yourself a great day, and I will see you again tomorrow. Namaste.